He won't believe it's a wild adventure, even Cutler's scared. Caesar carefully pulls his arm, helping him straighten up. Gene therapy is like a virus in disguise. Will knows the immune system is like a small prison holding the medication captive, rendering it ineffective. To cure his doubt, he needs to develop stronger medication. Little did he know, this dangerous thought could lead to humanity's demise and a rise of the apes. Will's dad has totally forgotten who he is. He sees a parked car and thinks it's his, but he's completely forgotten how the car crashes flat. Pilot neighbor Bob can't help but scold him for missing his flight. Totally ignoring that he's just a confused patient, Caesar bursts out from the attic, tackling him to the ground, throwing a punch literally. Luckily, a car shows up just in time to distract Caesar, allowing Uncle Bob to make a run for it. But Caesar isn't done with him yet. He quickly darts around the garden, delivers a flying kick, sending him flying, forced to rely on his pilot's agility. Uncle Bob rises to flee, but Caesar persists. As jungle's favorite, his attack spans beyond ground. The forest is his home field, shielded by thick leaves. Neighbor Uncle gets pounced, perhaps avenging a child's grudge. Caesar snaps his jaws, aiming at his finger, terrifying, right? Alarmed, Caesar suddenly realizes he may have gone too far. Fear washes over him. He's not clueless. Knowing he's in big trouble, he helplessly snuggles into the old man's embrace. Looking around, all he sees are frightened, dodging eyes. Caesar gets labeled a dangerous animal for biting and is thrown into animal custody. He's used to being pampered and has never faced such humiliation, begging Will to take him home like a lost puppy. Will can only soothe him while urging the court to resolve it quickly, preparing to appeal, but the process is more complex than rocket science. It's a long, frustrating wait. Soon after Will leaves, Caesar senses hostility. He's lured to the reception area by a sound, jumps into a cage unsuspectingly, only to be met with heartless laughter from the warden, Marv. His peers give him the cold shoulder, all yelling at him. How could Caesar, raised with love by Will, handle such? Angry and shocked, he screams out his frustration, unaware his ordeal has just begun, at dinner time. All the other stars instinctively stretch their arms, begging the warden for scraps, only to be served pig slop that even pigs wouldn't touch. Caesar just sniffs it once and makes an absolute disgusted face, accidentally flinging it right at Marv's face. Marv blows a gasket, grabs a water cannon, soaking Caesar. What a mess. Caesar can only curl up in a corner, trembling, waiting for Marv's rage to dissipate before he finally gets a moment to breathe. Lying alone in the cold cage, enduring hunger and cold, the colder he is, the stronger his homesickness. He picks up a stone and sketches the attic window in a wall, the coziest place at home. Now all he could do is find solace this way. Neither humans nor apes accept him. The ape leader Rocket sees Caesar in clothes and rips them off instantly. The other stars immediately pounce on him, with others cheering them on. Caesar's just a pitiful little punching bag. Caesar scrambles in chaos, rushing toward the only big tree in the vicinity. The narrow space is hardly his escape route. He soon loses his footing and falls. However, Rocket continues his relentless pursuit, ready to pounce. Luckily, right then, Marv appears just in time to tranquilize two figures, stopping this life and death show. Here, Caesar endures immense suffering, constantly hoping Will save him and take him home. But when he finally sees Will again, all he gets is deeper disappointment. Will's furious to see the bruises on Caesar. He confronts Marv but gets grilled back. Taking Caesar directly breaks the law. Ultimately, Will can only toss out some harsh words, comfort Caesar for a moment, then turn to leave, his hopes drifting away. Caesar is heartbroken, like a dead ash. Unaware of Will's struggles, he feels abandoned again, angrily erasing the window drawing. In this moment, the pampered little Caesar who relied on Will has vanished, replaced by a budding leader. The next day, during activities, he climbs the highest point of the big tree to carefully scout the area, risking Rocket's anger. The skylight is easily accessible up above, and no one dares to mess with the little con below. All of it is a part of his escape plan. That night, Marv brings some friends to have fun, excitedly zapping the cage with a stun rod, scaring the stars witless. Yet, instead of cowering, Caesar gets brave and challenges the man, grabbing him by the neck. Marv waves his stun rod at him, but Caesar suddenly lets him go. The furious look on Caesar's face drains the courage from everyone. After Marv leaves, Caesar finally shows his hand. Surprisingly, he's learned to feint just like that. Late at night, he ties a bottle opener to a branch, creating a handy key to unlock his cage. He easily unlocks the cage and sneaks out, filled with the desire for freedom. At this moment, he approaches the little Kong's cage, carefully freeing him. Cautiously coaxing him to join the fun, the little Kong roars and turns, showcasing his strength. The little Kong is shocked to find the cage is open, but fear from long confinement makes him hesitant. Caesar peeks out impatiently. Suddenly, the little Kong bolts out, making Caesar panic and scramble off the tree. Prolonged confinement has trapped his body, but it can't cage his yearning spirit for freedom. The little Kong runs in his tiny paradise, releasing pent-up passion, and finally stops, panting, casting a curious look